Hey everybody. So one of my cars is going to be off-road for a few weeks at least. I wanted to look after the battery. So I looked at which battery charger to get. I wanted an initial charger plus something that would trickle charge the battery over a long period of time. Just keep it plugged in and forget about it. So I did some research and CTEK came out as possibly one of the top companies. Not the cheapest, but I liked the range of accessories you can get, and the accessories seem to be easily available on Amazon and Halfords and other shops. So I reached out to the CTEK email support because I found their website was pretty useless in terms of providing the information. I've got a Mercedes C-Class 2017 C220d, and it wasn't clear to me which sort of battery charger I should get from their product range. Two stood out to me. The CTEK MXS 5.0 and the CTEK Quick Charge or Stop-Start. I'll link it below. The Stop-Start is basically a plug-and-go system. No buttons to press, just plug it into your battery and away you go. The CTEK MXS 5.0 kind of does more, has more functionality for different types of batteries, including stop-start. It seemed to be the better option, or at least the option which had more options. And so it wasn't clear to me which one I should get of those two items, because they're both that same price. So I reached out to their support, and their support person came back and said to get the CTEK MXS 5.0, which kind of surprised me a bit because the two products were the same price. One was kind of sold as being great for cars with stop-start technology, and the other one's like a do-everything thing. So I don't really know why they've got two products, same price, where one does more, one does less in terms of functionality. Anyway, so I went with their suggestion. I got the CTEK MXS 5.0, and here's how I fitted it to my car. So first of all, I didn't just get the device itself. I've got a few accessories, as you can see here. I'll walk you through them. So first off, obviously, is the battery charger, the MXS 5.0. It does a number of things, which I'll discuss in a bit. And it comes with clamps to clamp onto your battery, which I'll show you using in a second. It comes with this. This is like an easy add-on, so you apply these to the battery, keep them there on a fixed basis. So when you come to charge your battery, you just plug the charger into this plug here with a single cable, so it's nice and easy. You don't need to get to the battery, you just plug it straight into there, which is one of the things which I liked about this modular system. So obviously that comes with the device itself, which I'll show you in a second. Secondly, I bought this extension cable. It's a 2.5 meter extension cable, which is this, which it doesn't come with the same sort of cap that this does, unfortunately, which I would have liked, which I don't know, but it just doesn't. I've got this comfort eyelet, which is the same as this, will give you, but it has a traffic light system built in, which I'll show you now. So here it is actually plugged into my car, and here is the traffic light system, which is actually flashing red, which isn't that surprising as my car was showing a low battery indication. This does have a plug on the end, which is good, because it's going to dangle down there on a long-term basis, but see how it's plugged into the car there. I've just plugged it into each of the sockets there. They are 10mm. You need a 10mm socket to attach these. Okay, and then back to here. I also bought the hanging hook, which I'll show you in a second. So like I said, I wanted a solution which would enable me to hook up the battery charger to the car on a long-term basis, at least for another 3-4 weeks. So this is what I did. So as you can see, when I get to my car and before I start the engine, the battery warning light is on. So I'm hoping that when I charge the battery, this issue will disappear. Undo this panel here, make sure it's in the unlock position. Then you go to this panel here, make sure this is also in the unlock position. Lift it up, put it over there, and then your battery sits under here. This just lifts up, like so, and there is the battery. So on the battery you can see it's an AGM type battery. And you can see down there it says Mercedes-Benz. So this is the battery that the car came with. The red plus terminal is under here. It just comes off. There you go. So you have your positive, negative terminals there. What I've done is I've mounted it to the wall using the CTEK bracket, which is £13, it's pretty expensive. I'd actually recommend, if you're mounting it on a permanent basis, I would say don't buy, well, you shouldn't need to buy this mounting bracket in black, because it does actually come with a mounting hole here and here, so you can actually plug it into the brickwork on a full-time basis if you want. Obviously if you want to take it off, it's actually very easy to take off, as I'll show you here. It comes out very easily. I won't take all the way out because I've got it clamped up here. I've got some clips here just to run the cable from there. So this cable goes into an extension cable down there for power. It's not plugged in right now, so I've just clipped it up here to the outside wall, go through there, round here, and it goes to here, where it's a shame there's no cover on this plug, but where it is now it won't get rained on anyway, so that's okay. So what I want to do is plug it from here into the car, which is here. Obviously to do that I will use the 2.5 meter cable. Let's give it a try. Okay, I'm doing this one-handed. Oh, not two-handed. Okay, so it's clipped in really easily. So there it is, I've clipped it in. It is quite a good seal, I guess, and it's also under here, so I think it will be quite weather resistant. Cable goes down here, into the car, and again on this side I've plugged it straight into the traffic light system here. And like I said, if you don't have this traffic light clamp, which costs about £8.50, which I think is worth it, if you don't have this, you can just use the one it comes with, or you can use the clamps if you want. Okay. So now it's in here. This is actually the first time I'm going to use the system properly. I did a quick test with clamps earlier, but this is my first time for actually using it in anger. Let's give it a try. So the way it works is you plug it into here first, so battery, cables, into here, and then what I'm going to do is plug it into my extension cable, because I don't have any plugs down this end of the garage. There we go. So I've plugged into there. Now, this lights up. And it's actually remembered the last setting I've got, which is car and AGM. One thing I don't like about this CTEK charger is this whole panel. So you got the lights down here with the indications. So motorbike, car, AGM type battery, and recondition. That's fairly clear. But they've used like the smallest font imaginable. Why not use a bigger font? You've got space here. You could just make these lights spread out a bit more and have bigger font. So that's quite bad. Also, the lights here, functions 1 to 8. Just numbers by themselves don't mean anything. They should have some sort of text or symbols like other chargers do. This one doesn't, which is a bit of a shame. The only button here is the mode button. Also, you press this mode button and it will cycle through these functions here. So, like I said, for now I've got car and AGM type of battery. This is suitable for a car with stop-start technology. The first time I used this battery charger, which I'll show you in another clip, it started at number 1 for about 5 minutes, then moved to number 2 for a few minutes, and then moved to number 3. So it's quite interesting that it's gone straight to number 3. And there we go. So it's my first time using it. I can't hear anything, so there's no sort of high frequency buzzing or anything. And over here, the traffic light, it's now gone straight to amber, which is interesting. And I can't hear any noises, which I think is a good sign. So that's it. So all I've got to do now is put these bits back. This goes over the positive terminal. Air filter goes over there, just clips into place. And this plastic guard in here just goes on top. And I should be able to leave all that in place on a permanent basis. I will tuck the traffic light system down. Oh. Now after just a few minutes it's gone to green. Does that just mean it's charging? Not sure. Need to read up on that. Over here, it's still showing it's on stage 3. So it's actually gone from red to amber to green within a few minutes. So my first impressions of the CTEK system are good. I would say their website is not very helpful at all. It's quite confusing. Even if you choose a charger, it's quite difficult to know exactly which accessories go with that charger. You have to dig around and ask questions. Even the person I emailed from their technical support or the sales team, he actually gave me the wrong information. I got the size of the eyelets for the trickle system, which wasn't fantastic. I replied to him to say, "Are you sure?" And he came back and said, "Oh yeah." So honest mistake, but you know, if the website was good, that wouldn't be an issue. It was easy to install, easy to use. I do wish on the charger itself, the lights and the display had more meaning rather than just numbers. And the text is really too small. It's easy to fit to the battery, and it seems to be doing a good job. I've only just tried it for a few minutes, but it's out. Yeah, there's no noise or anything. I'll give an update later once the car is fully charged. So links for all of the items that I've purchased and demonstrated in this video will be in the description below. And as well as looking after your battery, remember to do other things like make sure you don't get flat spots on your tyres. If you overinflate them by a little bit, that's okay. You can roll your car backwards or forwards by 15 or 30 centimetres each week. And remember to top up all of your fluids. And if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe, There's more coming. Thank you.